Thank you.
No number, the name.
The name, muy bien.
Okay.
I'll start by introducing our panel this morning. To my immediate left is Mr. Fred Ridley, the chairman of the Masters Tournament. In the centre is Mr. Martin Slumbers, the chief executive of the RNA. And on the far side is Mr. Mike Davis, the CEO of the USGA. I'd now like to hand over to Mr. Slumbers to give a few opening remarks and make an important announcement.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Mike. On behalf of the RNA, the Masters Tournament, and the USGA, I'd like to welcome you to the 2019 Latin America Amateur Championship. It's great to see so many of you here today, and we appreciate your commitment and support for the event, particularly as many of you will have traveled long distances to be here. You all play an important role in telling the story of this week. And this is the 5th staging of the championship, and we will do everything we can to assist you to tell that story. As someone who's based in Scotland, I don't need to tell you how much of a pleasure it is to be here in the stunning and warm surroundings of Casa de Campo in mid-January. The Teeth of the Dog will provide an outstanding test of golf for the players, and we can all enjoy the beauty and generous hospitality of this very special place. In the 3 years since we were last here, a number of improvements have been made, including the opening of the new state-of-the-art Golf Academy, which I would urge you all to go and see. Before I hand back to Mike to take some questions, I would like to make an important announcement regarding the venue for the 2020 Championship. We have been fortunate to visit some tremendous golf courses since this event was inaugurated in 2015, and next year will be no different. It's my privilege to announce that the 2020 Latin America Amateur Championship will be played at Mayacoba on Mexico's splendid Riviera. I'm sure you would join with me in congratulating the representatives of Mayacoba who have joined us today. And we can all look forward to seeing the region's top players competing at this renowned championship venue. So back to this week, we look forward to a fantastic championship where these talented players hopefully can show us how good they are. I need hardly remind you of the tremendous incentives on offer for the player who lifts the LAAC trophy here on Sunday. It's genuinely a life-changing opportunity, and we only have to look at the achievements of last year's champion, Joachim Niemann, to appreciate how much of a springboard this event can be. We would all love to see more players from this region following in his footsteps. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful week. And I'll return it to Mike.
Thank you, Martin. We'll now take some questions from the floor. Obviously, we have a busy room today, so if you can raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you and we'll take the questions from there. So I think the first question on the right-hand side, please.
Torneo de Masters.
Well, thank you for that question, because it raises an issue that's very near and dear to my heart as a lifelong amateur golfer. As all of you know, our co-founder Bobby Jones was the greatest amateur of all time, and to be able to recognize the winner of this event by an invitation to the Masters, I think speaks a lot about the culture of Augusta National and the Masters tournament, and how important amateur golf and amateur golfers are to our tournament. We also hope that it adds a bit of prestige to this event, and it certainly indicates how we feel about the importance of golf in this region that ranks with the other regions of the world, including our country in the United States. So we look forward to continuing that tradition and are very excited about the winner of the tournament this week at Casa de Campo being in Augusta for the next Masters tournament.
Thank you.
Next question in the center here. Can we get a microphone?
Los 5 años del Latin America Championship.
This is a question for Mr. Davis. How would you evaluate the last 5 years of this Latin American Amateur Championship?
You know, I think when we started this, it was about growing the game in Latin America, and 3 organizations, the founding partners, have talked about this, and I'm not sure anybody would have foreseen the championship becoming this popular this quickly. And you know, it is not only to conduct an elite championship for the best players in Latin America, but it really is to inspire the game in this region. And we do believe having all 3 organizations who conduct events, there is that byproduct of what it does for the game of golf and how it can grow and how it can inspire. And you know, as we said, you think about some of Latin America's greatest players, the likes of Roberto DiVincenzo, Angel Cabrera. You know, I know at the USGA we've had 5 Latin America females win USGA championships over the years, and we're convinced that that's a lot of good things for the game. So, in short, we couldn't be happier with where it is, and we continue to think this is only going to get better in years to come.
Next question in the center, please.
Good morning, my name is Julio Liceri, journalist for newspaper, Observador de Uruguay. My question is for, ¿hay una posibilidad en un futuro cercano de que el Open dé una invitación al campeón del LAC?
This is a question for Mr. Slumbers. The winner of the Latin American Amateur Championship receives an invitation into the Masters. Is there a chance that in the coming future you will also give an invitation to the winner to the Open Championship?
We look very carefully at the exemptions into the Open Championship. We pride the Open on being very broadly, very broad in terms of its field. We run qualifying events all the way around the world, so we're very conscious on how the qualifying works, and we're very conscious on the exemptions. There is no doubt in my mind that as the field here continues to develop and deepen and get better and better, that makes it more and more likely that that will become reality in the future. And in Asia Pacific, we did last year, we switched. In its 9th year, coming into its 10th year, we did offer the exemption for the winner into the Open. So I suppose my challenge to the players here is keep getting the field deeper, keep getting better, and make it very hard for us not to give it an exemption.
Next question, John, back left, please.
Yes, John Sucker from ESPN. For Mike Davis, what does it mean to have this tournament in Mexico for the USGA, taking into account that all countries work under the same rules of the USGA, and so much work